Welcome, guys. Please, as you come in, like and share the video. Like and share as you come in, please. Welcome, guys. Please, as you come in, like and share the video, please. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Please come in, like and share. Like and share the video, please. Please, as you come in, like and share if you could, please. Evia Claras, my sweet big sis. Greetings, big sis. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing okay. Your princess is doing great. She's having her lunch actually. She's on a serious jollof rice program. Make her enjoy my music. Life is too short, big sis. Tell them life is too short. Welcome, everybody. Please welcome as you come in. Like and share the video. Like and share the video, please. Today, we're doing a very touchy subject. A very touchy one because the people involved or one of the parties involved is somebody that I know and related to. Okay? I know and I'm related to this person. So as you can see on my thumbnail, we're just going to go straight into today's topic. Big says, please like and share if you could. So we're just going to go straight into today's topic because I just want to get over and done with, pass this message on so we can reach as many people as possible. I put up a post on my Facebook page, Hot Boss Last Coco, my sweet mama, welcome. I put up a post on my Facebook page. If you're following me on Facebook or if you are friends on Facebook, please do me a kind favor by sharing my post with regards to this particular subject matter because it's very, very important that the message should, go across, boundaries. So we'll be talking about captive warrior rescuers and what's happening to this this organization. And hopefully people will come across this video. Hopefully the people watching me at the moment can have any suggestions, and those watching at the back can actually maybe contact me also at the back and give their thoughts on this or recommendations. So yes, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was at home in the evening. I wasn't feeling too well. I was just lying on the couch. Yeah, tell them, please like the video as you come in. I was just lying on the couch, and then I got a call from Minister and Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, and she said to me, Bella, there's this thing going around about these humanitarian persons who have been detained. You guys should vlog about it. And I say, I haven't heard anything about any humanitarian who is in Cameroonian humanitarian who is in crisis. So I don't know what it is. So she started talking about it. And as soon as immediately she started, narrating the situation, I already knew, instinctively, I knew that this was with regards to the person that I had in mind. Okay. These people, we are related, as in family related, the person, one of the parties in question. And so when she told me, and I said to her, just to confirm, please send me some of the photos or that you have with regards to this issue. And as soon as she sent it to me, my heart dropped. Literally, my heart dropped. Things are different when they hit home. When it's close to home, it hits differently. It hits differently. Okay, because I know Mama Soldier, as she's popularly known, Mama Soldier. I know her as a big sister. I know her siblings, all of them. I know her not as much as I know her younger siblings. I've always known her to be one of the big sister who has always been out of the country, and she's from a very beautiful family. She's from an amazing family, a very God-fearing family. All the kids are, and the mother is just one wonderful woman, a quiet lady. You don't hear her. She doesn't look for trouble. And so are the kids. So Mama Soldier had been out of the country. I just want to talk how little I know about Mama Soldier. She's been out of the country for a long time, a long period of time. We knew she was out of the country. And I remember when I came to the UK, not too long after that, someone said to me, they've come across a video with Mama Soldier, and she's actually running an organization, a humanitarian organization. I was like, wow, the woman king. Welcome, darling sis. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like the video and share the video. This is a very important message. I really want to get across as many people as possible. And somebody said Mama Soldier has this humanitarian organization on Facebook, and she's doing a great job. I was like, wow. So I said, let me go in and check. And I went there, looked. Queen Bridget, my beautiful sis, welcome. I see you. Thanks for joining. I went there and I saw the amazing work that Mama Soldier and her husband, Papa Soldier, or Baba Soldier, as they're fondly called in their community in Sudan, that they were doing. I was really, really impressed, and I was very proud to know somebody that close who was doing like a fantastic job within the community. Now, Mama Soldier has been running this organization called Captive Warrior Rescuers for years now, for years now. Sorry guys, just put this on silent. For years now. And just a little brief story about Mama Soldier. So Mama Soldier doesn't have a biological child of hers. Okay, she doesn't have a biological child of hers. So she made that almost like a covenant with God, that even though she hasn't got kids or children of her own biologically, she was going to be a mother to all the kids who haven't got people to call mother. She made that covenant with God to serve vulnerable kids. Miriam, welcome, darling. I see your community is crying. Greetings, sis. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. She made that covenant with God to serve vulnerable kids and be that mother that they never had. And that has always been the case since she created that organization, Captive Warrior Rescuers. Together with her husband, they have saved so many lives. The objective of that organization is to help children, vulnerable children who are going through sexual violence, children, young brides. If you know what it is in Africa, when we talk about young brides, these are young kids, not even adolescent. They are sent to get married to older people. Sometimes some of these families are marrying off these kids because they are unable to pay debts. And some of them marry them off as a way of making ends meet as well. So Mama Soldier is there to protect these kids. And also she's there to protect women suffering or going through domestic violence. And she has done a fantastic job over the years. She has taken so many women under her wings. She's sheltered hundreds of children. She's looked after hundreds of family, and she's done that with a smile. She's gone through all the risks together with her husband. The risk, you can imagine the risk that she has to go through in Sudan. And this work, she concentrates also a lot in the camps, the refugee camps. And we all know, for those of you who are actually following these global things happening, these political upheavals, or you look at things happening in the world, around the world, current foreign affairs, you would know what is happening in Sudan. Currently there is a civil unrest happening in Sudan. And of course, as a mother, as that humanitarian that she is, she took it, she made the decision with her husband to take some of these kids to Cameroon. She's decided to take some of these kids to Cameroon, some of them with their parents. Light, welcome, darling Mama. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. So, as Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier decided to take some of these kids, especially the younger ones who are going to school and their education has been disrupted by what's happening in Sudan, she thought, okay, I think it's better to take them to Cameroon, where is relatively safe, and the educational system there is to an extent functioning, especially definitely not in the South or the English-speaking region, but of course in the other regions, the educational sector there is still booming as normal. Now, on their way to Cameroon, as they embark on this journey, mind you, all of these kids, they have their passports with them. Some of them were accompanied by their mothers, en route to Cameroon, and they were stopped in Chad. They were stopped in Chad by the Chadian authorities. And there in Chad, you start to remember, my sweet sis, welcome, I see you. Please like the video as you come in. They were actually stopped by the Chadian authority, and they were questioned, interrogated, and Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier, of course, explained, told the Chadian authorities who they were and why they had all the kids with them. And, typical African system. The typical African system, what happened then, you all will be so shocked. You all will be so shocked, because what happened to Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier is not something that we should be talking about even on our media platforms. That's why you see my caption, a world where good is suppressed and evil is praised. Mama Soldier, as we speak, and Papa Soldier and these kids are being held or detained in a prison in Chad as we speak, on the grounds of child trafficking. So the Chadian authorities are actually holding Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier on charges of child trafficking as we speak. They have been in Chad, in the Chadian prison for over 4 weeks, so over a month now, together with these kids, together with these vulnerable kids, the kids that they were trying to remove from a war-torn country to some relative area of safety. They are being held in a prison in Chad, and they are being charged, accused, because they have not been charged. They have been accused of child trafficking, trying to smuggle these kids into Cameroon. Despite all the explanation that Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier have given to the authorities and shown them their works on media, what they've been doing for all these years they have turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to this. And they are not even willing to interrogate or interview any of these kids, because all of them, I think the youngest is 5 years old, 5 years of age. They haven't interrogated any of these kids to actually find out from them that if they are actually being trafficked or not. Granted, we know sometimes they would say, oh, sometimes traffickers will brief the child on what to say and what not to say. But Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier are happy for the Chadian authorities to contact the parents of these kids that they actually have in their possession, to talk to these parents so they can actually hear from them that they voluntarily gave their kids for a better life, that these kids were living a life less privileged, and they are being given an opportunity to better their lives. But the Chadian authorities are not willing to listen to these people, but they've decided to keep them. So for the first 2 weeks, Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier had their phones with them. They were able to communicate with the outside world. And that's why she was probably able to give the password of their organization page, which has almost 500,000 followers, you know, to her younger sister, Gisela, who is in the States. Now, for the 2 weeks, she was kind of giving updates to Gisela as to what was happening. Okay, as to what was happening in the prison yard. But then an incident happened while they were there in prison in Chad. An incident happened. Mind you, these kids are already traumatized by what is happening in Sudan. Okay. And now they find themselves in a Chadian prison. They find themselves in a Chadian prison, and Chadian authorities are actually, you know, claiming to want to protect these kids from human traffickers. Now, the right thing to do, the right thing for any government authority or body to do will be to ensure or guarantee the safety of these vulnerable kids. Because I don't see any reason why these children are actually held together with their mom and their dad, or their adopted mother and father, in a prison yard where they are harboring hardened criminals. And you have a 5-year-old child, you know, with adult prisoners. Social services came and visited and promised to come back, but they never did. So we are talking about vulnerable kids who are living in a prison yard, sleeping on the floor on open air, having no food. Apparently, they were only given a bag of rice. And that's what they've been trying to eat. Mama Soldier has to beg for pots in the prison to prepare just the rice to feed these kids. They are living, you know, in deplorable conditions. The kids have been ill. Mama Soldier has been ill. No medical attention has been paid towards, you know, these people. You know, these are people who have not been charged. They are being accused of a crime which we all know they are not guilty of. Yet, they are being treated in this inhumane manner. They are being treated in this inhumane manner. And what is even sad is the fact that no one is talking about it. Not many people are aware of this story. And that's why I wanted to talk about this story, and I want to call on every vlogger, all of them. If you're a vlogger and you're in our community and you hear of this story and you're not vlogging it, then I really don't know how much more you want to, you know, contribute towards the positive impact of our community. This is a story that needs to go worldwide. It needs to trend like wildfire. Yes, it needs to trend like wildfire. When Mohbad passed away, everybody was talking about Mohbad. It was a musician. He impacted our lives positively through his music, because through music, some people are healed internally, emotionally, right? And now we are talking about a sister, our own sister, a Cameroonian, who is out there in the world with her husband, you know, rescuing and saving lives, hundreds, thousands of mothers and children from domestic violence, from sexual abuse, from, you know, early marriages. Some of them, you need to watch the videos. You need to see the great work of this couple. I watched one of the videos where a lady is sick. She doesn't even have money to go to hospital and she's dying in a camp. Nobody to look after her. She's covered in flies. Mama Soldier was in there. She goes through hell. She takes keke, places where there are no roads. She can access it. She risks her life to get to these people. Some of these people, she will even free them from domestic abuse, but you see they run and go back, and she will have to come back to bring them out of that situation. She sacrificed, together with her husband, they sacrificed their lives to help vulnerable people. Just Bipsy Bella, do they have appropriate documents to take the children out of? Apparently, from what we know, all the kids have their passport with them, their travel documents with them. From what I gather with from what the younger sister Gisela is telling us, they have. And what happened is they were actually traveling together with some of the parents of these kids. But as we know it, it's very difficult to travel out of Sudan with what's happening there. So a journey that would have taken them, I think, just a couple of days or so, ended up taking, I think it was 2 weeks. So they spent more. So the cost of traveling was more than what they had planned for. So they couldn't continue together with the other, some of the parents of these kids. So they had to say to them, maybe you guys go back. And then when we get to Cameroon, we can raise some funds and then you guys can come and join us later. And so this is what the situation is like. And now my problem is, Just Babe, that's a very good question as well. That's a very good question. Even if they don't have the right documents to take these kids to Cameroon, why are they not granting these people a hearing in court? They should allow them fair hearing in court. They should allow them legal assistance. They should hear the side of the story. They should talk to these people, follow due process. But no one is talking, no one is listening. They have been kept in the dark. And what is even more scary is no one has heard from Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier as we speak for over 2 weeks now. Why? Because I think one of the guys, these kids are going through abuse in prison in Chad. These kids are going through abuse. One of the prisoners assaulted one of the kids. And so, of course, the protective nature of Mama Soldier was to go up to this prisoner and said, why are you assaulting my child? And of course, Mama Soldier was then rough-handled by the prison commissioner and, mocked by the prisoners. And apparently, they fired a shot in the air just because of this little misunderstanding. Because of this little misunderstanding. First daughter of Konya, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Yufenyoy Kelly, welcome, darling. I see you. Please, what did they accuse them of? Just hearing for the first time. I love Mama Soldier. They're being accused of child trafficking, Kelly. They're being accused of child trafficking. So when this incident happened, when the prisoner actually assaulted Mama Soldier's child and Mama Soldier stood up against this prisoner, they now went against Mama Soldier and confiscated their phones. So they have not been in touch with anybody outside this world. So people are worried, they're concerned because they were ill and no medical attention was given to them. So what is happening to these people in prison, we do not know. And no date has been fixed for any hearing when it comes to these child trafficking accusations. Now, the last update her younger sister Gisela was putting on the post of the captive warrior rescuers is the national TV visited this prison. I think this region is Beche or Abeche. I don't know if anybody knows Chad. You're versed with Chad. I don't know if it's Beche or Abeche, one of these places. Shireen's Kitchen Big Sis, welcome. I see you. I love Mama Soldier a lot. That's why I have to pay a visit here. Oh, thank you so much, first daughter of Konya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She's very nice. She's very, very nice. I know her personally. We are related, as in blood, family related, cousins. Her mother is a cousin to my mom. I know all the siblings. We have interactions. The only person I have not had more than 2 interactions is Mama Soldier, because she's always been out of the country. You always heard of this auntie who is out of the country, Auntie Irene. And, you know, so of course, that's how I got to know her. I've never had the chance to really interact and sit with her, but all the other siblings, I have had the chance to be with them and talk with them. You know, we were close. Her younger sister, Loveline, and this younger one, Gisela, her brothers, Waters, and the rest. We know ourselves. We know each other. Our family back home in Bafut, we live 10 minutes walk from each other. Literally, our houses are 10 minutes walk from each other in Bafut. So I know this family personally, and I know what I'm talking about. That's why it hurts me so deep that they are being accused of this heinous crime. This is a huge accusation. It's huge. It's huge. And we know how the African system works. We know how it works. There's no accountability. You know this thing they always say to people, they always say that there are so many innocent people who are actually crying in prison. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. And the question that just Babes, my darling Bixis asked, even if these people were child traffickers as these authorities are claiming, even if they were child traffickers as these authorities are claiming, Amanda Kele, welcome, Bixis. Oh my God, it's been ages. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing okay. Bella, how well do you know of their operations? So I have been following Mama Soldier for a very long time now, Bixis, a very, very long time. And like I said also, I know the family personally. I know Mama Soldier. And I would say this, even if they had not followed due process, Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier, if they have not followed due process, what about the kids? What about those children who the Chadian authorities are claiming to want to protect? What are they doing in prison? Why are they kept in a prison yard with hardened criminals? What are they doing there? Where's the social service? Aren't they meant to protect these kids who are, you know, supposedly being kidnapped by a child trafficker? Are they not meant to protect these kids? Asking for a friend, my auntie DRS. Welcome, auntie. I see you. This organization, Big Sis, Amanda Kelly, has been on media for years. It's not like their work is hidden. This is an organization that has been going on for years. People know them. People know of their works. Yes, of course, you cannot swear 100% to somebody or know over somebody, but I can tell you for sure that their works speak for themselves. What they have been doing in the Sudanese community speak for itself. The sacrifices that Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier have been doing to the community speak for themselves. It's online, it's there, it's very obvious. They are an open book. I have shared your post with a Chadian friend, and he's going to make some findings. Oh God, child trafficking is a very serious issue across African countries. Thank you so much, Big Sis. Thank you so much. I know the traffic you have on your page as well. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate. I'm very emotional about this thing because it's somebody I know. It's a family that I know. And just by sharing it, Big Sis, with a Chadian person, yes, let them do the proper investigation, do the proper findings. Thank you so much, Big Sis. I don't go Lily returns. Big Sis, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Say, go to their page, you will see for yourself. They are all over the world. They are all over the world. Amazing job. Sometimes I watch some of the outings of Mama Soldier, you know, and I'm scared. I'm worried for her life because you think she puts her life at stake. I feel sometimes there was a time where she was in a scuffle with this guy who has been abusing his wife for years, and Mama Soja has been trying to free this girl. And when she frees her and takes her to a safe location, for some reason this guy comes and fools this woman and takes her back. And there was a time where she was pregnant and she hadn't even been to see the doctor once. And Mama Soja had to, found out that she had gone back to this house when she was being abused. Even when she was pregnant, this guy was on her like a sack of potatoes. Mama Soja had to go there to bring her out. This woman has done a lot. This woman has done a lot with her husband. A lot. Please, people, follow the page. Go check out their page. Check out their page. It's Captive Warrior Rescuers. You would see the logo. The logo you see on my thumbnail, that's the original logo. I know some people have actually duplicated their page, but if you see the original page has that logo you see on my thumbnail, that is the original page with over, I think it's 400,000 followers. Where there's dictatorship, it's hardly you hear that civilians are open to those operations of self-expression. People at the top always assume things and put a full stop to it. Money will soon enter it. Yes. And we don't have that money to go bribing. That's why we do shows. I'm doing a show like this to solicit for people like, my big sis there, Amanankele, who is now sharing the post with a Chadian friend, who perhaps will talk about it with other Chadians and see what they can do. Let's get, if you know anybody, any humanitarian solicitor, any organization, any human rights organization that can help us, tag them, share my post. If you're on Facebook, share my post and tag them. Let's get more people, as many people as possible. If you can reach out to the Chadian embassy in your country, write them. If you can write the Chadian official page, message them. Now, oh my God. Now, the last update that the younger sister did, Bafu Pikin Talk Show, Danny says, welcome, Mama, I see you. The last update that Gisela made, it was worrying. It was worrying because, mind you, it is worrying, big sis, just babes, it is worrying. Mind you, they're accused of child trafficking. They have not been charged. They have not interviewed the kids, or they have not even granted a hearing for Mama Soja and Papa Soja. So, Gisela, who is now speaking like a spokesperson for the Captive Warrior Rescuers, said the governor of Chad was visiting. The governor of that, I think the Abeche region in Chad was visiting the prison. Now, the regional governor. Now, during his visit, he had, journalists, broadcasters, of course, accompany him to this visit. He visited his prison. He talked with prisoners. And what we're made to understand is, during his visit and during the broadcast, they could see Mama Soja and Papa Soja and these kids lumped up with prisoners, with, people who have committed the most horrible crimes that you can imagine. They were lumped up together and, they were all described as criminals. They were all described as criminals. And what is even more painful is the fact that they saw Mama Soja in front of a screen. And the commissioner in this prison, who has been really rough and harsh on these kids and Mama Soja and Papa Soja, had the nerve to say, oh, this is child traffickers from Cameroon who were trafficking kids from Sudan to Cameroon, and they were stopped by the Chadian authorities. This is the press that was granted by the prison commissioner to the to the people of Chad, that these are child traffickers who were intercepted by the Chadian authorities. They are here, they've been kept in prison, and these are the kids who were being trafficked, and they are being looked after by the Chadian authorities. They've provided them with medication, they've provided them with food, and they're making sure they're well looked after. That's the message that the commissioner is passing out there to the Chadian people, which is not true. Which is not true. which is not true. The parents are in Sudan, big sis, and the parents, two of the parents were actually traveling with them. But because the journey took longer than it would normally take to get to Cameroon, they were short of funds. And so they had to tell these parents to stop and go back halfway. And when they get to Cameroon, they will be able to send, some funds for them so they can join. I think the two kids. These people had two of their children with them. And so she's pleading. She said, please, the authorities should speak with the parents of these kids. Somebody needs to contact. They need to do their job and speak with the parents so they can actually tell them that they are not trafficking. They have given their kids. They are trying to flee this war zone with their children and give these kids a better life through the help of Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier. But they're not willing to listen. They're not granting them any hearing. Nobody wants to do any investigation. And so now some of the captive warriors have reached out to the Chadian embassy in the States. I think it's in the Washington, I think. And the Chadian embassy is saying it's out of their jurisdiction. I don't understand how true this is. Somebody help me. I don't know all this diplomatic relation. I want to believe that the Chadian authority is the same as the one on the ground. They're liaising with one another. So I don't understand by them saying it's out of their jurisdiction. I don't understand this. I really don't. It's really painful. It's a very sad situation. As we speak, we do not know about the condition of Mama Soldier and Baba Soldier as we speak. We do not know the situation of these vulnerable kids as we speak. These kids are already traumatized with what is happening in Sudan. Oh my God, this makes it so difficult, particularly if no documents were signed by the parents authorizing them to travel with the kids. I'm hoping, big sis, that even if there are no documents, okay, even if there are no documents authorizing or given by these parents authorizing Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier to take these kids with them, at least they should take them to court. Charge them. Shona, you're welcome. That nice you. Charge them. Take them to court so that they can try to bring their witnesses. And I'm sure if they bring their witnesses, it will be the parents of these kids. If the parents can present themselves in court and, of course, say it firsthand that they gave their kids, they gave the permission for their kids to go with Baba Soldier and Mama Soldier, I'm sure there won't be any problem. But why are they holding them back? Why is no one taking them to court? Why can they not do the due process? Why? Why is it always difficult with some African authorities to follow due process? Why do they always have to take things in the draconian manner? Why? FBI clearly say it's out of their control. The Chadian embassy, how can it be out of their control? It's the same body. The least they could have done is, or said is, we will look into it. That's the least they could have done. They cannot say it's out of the jurisdiction because that's not true. We all know that they are the same body. They liaise with each other. Every embassy in the world is the same thing. It's the same thing. So why is it that when there's trouble, I don't know if is it Julia Assange? This guy who was actually in trouble and he ran and entered the Maltese embassy here in the UK. Why is it that an embassy in a foreign country is considered as a country, that national territory? Why is it considered that national territory? But then you will say you're a different body. You're trying to disassociate yourself with what is happening. That's wrong. That's my frustration with some of our African governments. I always try to avoid, dabbling in political subject matters. But this one is not something that we can sit quiet. This is not something that we need to sit quiet. We have to talk about it. We're talking about people who are impacting life positively. Even if they have made a mistake, can they be given a fair chance of a fair hearing? Can they ensure that these vulnerable kids are safe and protected? Jean Kendall, my beautiful sis, welcome. I see you. The Children Authority are going to make an example of the couple in their fight against child trafficking. And that's the point. That's the point. They're using it to gain brownie points for the authority. They want to use this situation to gain brownie points for the authority. Big Sis said it is, no, it's not. It's not. Big Sis, are you saying that, am I correct to say they are the same body liaising together, or they are separate entities? Bella, Siema is there and her 2 kids. So how is that child trafficking? Yes, Siema, which is one of the, absolutely. Thank you so much for reminding me, first daughter of Konyi, you're really following Mama Soldier. One of the parents is actually there with their kids. So why are they saying that she is trafficking her child? Yes, they are separate. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But at least, the least they could say will be, we would see what we can do about it. Let's see what we can do about it. Let's contact our brother section and see what we can do about it. Rather than just dismiss it. Rather than just dismiss it. I just want to play a little part of the audio of Gisela, the youngest sister, which is now like a spokesperson to Mama Soja and Papa Soja. The little bit of her narrating this story so we can all hear from her own mouth. Think of Cameroon and you will understand, Chad. That's it. That's it. You've said it all in one sentence. You've just said it all in one sentence, Big Sis. You have. And that's my worry. And that's everybody's worry, because we know what it is like, what it can be like in Cameroon. We know what it can be like in Cameroon. And that's why everybody is so worried and scared, especially as we haven't heard. Nobody has heard from them for the past 2 weeks. Oh God, I'm really calling on every blog. This is the problem. We have a situation like this in our community. People need to talk about it. I'm calling on all the vloggers, If you're a YouTube vlogger and you're not talking about this, it's not fair. This is something that we need to keep our differences aside and focus on. This is something that has to do with a human life, a humanitarian job that is being halted because of, a funny authority, or an authority that perhaps has its usual shortcomings and will not do things rightly. Especially when it comes to the children. I'm so concerned. These kids are in the prison with criminals. Who is doing the proper supervision? These kids can be, sexually assaulted in that prison yard, and no one will do anything about it. At least Mama Soja and Papa Soja are adults. But what about these kids? Who is protecting them? What's happening to them? What's happening to them? Where is the social service in that country? They want to take brownie points. Where are they to make sure that these kids are kept in a safe place? If at all they're claiming they're being trafficked, you think it's good? It's a good thing for the kids to be around their trafficker? If you really call them traffickers, is it a good thing to keep the kids with their trafficker in the same room or same spot? Who is fooling who here? Oh God. Please, guys, help. Share this message. Let's put it across. Let's put it out there. If they have to charge them, let them charge them, but do it rightly, do it correctly. M&G, welcome, darling. I see you.
before I go further, I just want to give a disclaimer. I'm not here to solicit for any financial help. Before I go ahead, to figure out, no, my reason of coming live tonight is not coming live tonight. The video is, but if everybody can hear me, I'm disclaiming that nobody should contact you behind and said, we are calling on behalf. If not all or 90% of warriors all over the world, we actually know Mama Soldier's story, how she came about those children. The videos are there. She has explained it over and over, how she got in contact with those children. And we all know also she never had a plan of leaving Sudan, if not for the war that came. And we all know the number, how she hesitated even leaving Sudan with the kids. But it finally happened that no, the only option was for her to leave because she wanted the kids to go to school. She wanted safety for the kids.
Dr.
So sometime last month, she left Sudan with the husband and the kids. They were on their way to Cameroon. It was a tough journey from Sudan, like journey that can cover, it can take a week or a day for them to cover. It took them 4 or 5 days just to move from one city to the other. In horrible situation, just by the grace of God, that they were able to go through that with the kids. Some of the kids fell sick on the way. So after like 2 weeks, they arrived. Chad, the border of Chad. Since Chad is one of the cities you have to pass before going to Cameroon. But when they arrived Chad, they were held there.
Dr. Opo I says, Bella, I am so lost about this story. Where can I get details from the start to the end? You can, Dr. Opo I, you can rewatch it. You can rewatch my show from the beginning. Just rewind it. Then you understand and you can catch up. So basically, these are a humanitarian couple that are being held in Chad and accused for child trafficking, whereas they were trying to take children from Sudan to Cameroon for safety. So just rewind it and then watch it, and you will get a full understanding of the situation.
Out at the police station, and they are charging them for child trafficking. They are charging Mama Soldier and Baba Soldier for child trafficking. So the first week, we were waiting because
this is Mama Soldier's younger sister, Gisela, explaining what happened because we were concerned.
Said they were going to take them to court, which I was hoping that first week they were going to take them to court. But the first week they didn't take them to court. They are not saying anything. And the condition where they are, it's horrible. It's horrible. This is the 3rd week, getting to the 4th week, that they are held in Chad. The kids are sleeping on the floor in an open air. They don't have food. And sometime...
Big sis, I don't really says, what kind of country is that where they lock up kids? Never seen where kids are locked up and never mind lock them up with adults. Yeah, that's abusing their human rights. What's happened to social services? I don't know. Social services came once and promised to come back, but they haven't come back. Bella, do you remember the British lady who was arrested years ago for taking orphan kids out of... Yes, I remember, big sis. I remember so well. I remember so well. But the good thing about her case, at least she was getting diplomatic intervention. What is happening to us? Why are African authorities so hard to crack? Why? Why does it always have to end up with bribery? Because all they probably want to do is for somebody to bring money, a huge sum of money, and everything will be cleared. And that's how real hardened criminals get away with murder. Why the innocent people suffer. It's in Chad, Stinners. They were traveling from Sudan to Chad, from South Sudan to Cameroon, and they were stopped in Chad. It's all about money. That's why I really want people, everybody, please, if you know of anybody, like my big sister said, she shared with a Chadian friend. If you know of a Chadian friend, share it. If you want to contact a Cameroonian embassy in Chad, if you have a link, share it with people so we can get to as many authorities, many bodies as possible. Spread the message, please. Please.
weeks ago, the social service came and visited them.
Please like and
interviewed
share.
her and the husband, and also interview the kids. And the social workers, they said, oh, yeah, we can see that your intention for those kids is good.
BS Return, welcome, sis.
From what you have told us and what the kids have also explained.
So the social services, when they came, they spoke with Mama Soja and Baba Soja. They spoke with the kids, and one of the mom who is actually there, and they actually saw with them that these kids are not being trafficked, and they promised to come back to ensure that things were done correctly for their freedom. And Mama Soja was so comfortable and confident that they were going to free them. But that's not the case. It's getting worse. It's getting out of hands.
We can attest that what you're saying is true. All you're trying to do is to secure a better life and safety for the children. Hi. But nevertheless, we're going to go back and see what we can do so we can provide you guys with some documents that you can move freely. That's 2 weeks ago. And the social workers, they have not come back again. And the police, where they are, the police custody where they are, and I'll be precise, it is in Abeche. I don't know if there's anybody on the live that is...
So the region is Abeche. They are held in Abeche. Sis Amana Kele is a big sis is Abeche. If you can let your friend know, your contact know that these people are being held in Abeche, to be precise, please.
With Chad or anybody that is from Chad, they are in the city of Abeche, and their phones were confiscated the first week. When they held them, their phones were confiscated, so there is no way to reach out to them. And we have been waiting that, okay, if they are accusing them for child trafficking,
her younger sister
charge them to court, and then we'll go from there. But they are not charging them to court. They are not taking any action. Presently, as we are talking, I don't even know what is going on. The last time I spoke with Mama Soja before they confiscated her phone, the kids were sick. Her herself, she was down. Because initially, if they arrived Cameroon, which was the original plan, due to the harsh climate and condition that they traveled, they were supposed to go to the hospital for checkup. But unfortunately, they have been held in Chad.
These people slept in desert. They slept in desert, open sand land, just to try and get to safety, and to end up like this. This is unbelievable.
Tonight, to explain this is because their condition of living there is so horrible, and it's sad right now because we can't even reach them. So we are appealing, like I said earlier, we are not here to solicit for funds. No, we are not here to solicit for funds.
Do you want some juice?
But we are pleading, if there is any warrior, if there is any action, if there is any organization that you know you can contact, that they can intervene in the situation so that she will be released with the family, that will be good. So the life won't be really long, but we are open. We are open for communication. We are open for suggestions. If there is any way that you feel like you can help, like there is any organization or there's any action that any warrior feel that, okay, it can be of help, you can contact me through the chat. You can just drop a message in the chat and I will send you my number and we can talk. And if there's any action also that you feel like, okay, I can have somebody that I can contact, and I'm also appealing to the South Sudanese that are following the live. This is the time for you to arise and speak up for Mama Soja and the children. We all know what they have been through. We all know how she has sacrificed her life for those kids. So for the child government to get up today and say it's child trafficking, we all know that is not the story. And even if it's child trafficking, like I said earlier, they should charge them to court. Not keeping them down for more than 3 weeks today, getting to 4 weeks. Their phones confiscated and they are not taking any action. So I apologize again. I wish I could really be on live so that you guys will see who is talking. But I believe a couple of people, they know me. Mama Soja has always talked about me. Even though a couple of people know she called me Sunshine. But please, I believe the message has been passed. Like I said, Mama Soja has been held with the children and the border of Chad, precisely the city of Abeche. and the situation of living, when before this confiscation, I found the pictures that I saw that she sent where they were sleeping. It's horrible. It's horrible. Again, we are not soliciting for funds, but we are open for suggestion. We are open for advice.
Please, that's a cry for help from Mama Soja's youngest sister, who is based in the States. That's a cry for help. Big Sister Manankele is saying the Chadians will milk this situation for all the money they can get from UNICEF. Our countries are a crime scene. This is sad. This is really sad. This is sad that human beings are being traded for personal interests. And I can see that happening. And I can see that actually happening, because if they know they're going to continue getting funds from UNICEF, they will keep those kids with them for as long as possible. They're going to prolong the situation for as long as possible so they can milk the situation. So now who is the bad person? Mankom Peking TV, welcome, darling, I see you. So now who is the bad person? Mama Soja, Papa Soja, or you, the authority that want to milk the situation? Because this explains why. That's a great point that my big sis has dropped there. It's a great point. Who is now the bad? What? Who are the bad guys? Mama Soja, Papa Soja, or are you guys now want to join them now in the business? Yes. Are you guys now joining them in the business? This is crazy. This is really crazy. There's one I really want to play about. Oh. This is madness. Mama Soja did not have a child of her own. She made a promise. She made a covenant with God to protect vulnerable kids. It's okay, baby. It's okay, honey. Mommy's almost done, okay? I'm almost done. Please, just give me a few minutes. She made a covenant with God to protect, to give her life to serve vulnerable kids and mothers. This is how she gets paid. This is what she ends up with. This is what she ends up with. We have people committing atrocity, havoc, and they're being held. We have people going through corruption, exploitation, barbarism, and they go scot-free. And people like Mama Soja and Papa Soja are being held and accused of trafficking when all they want to do is protect kids, far from their objective, from the objective of their organization. What are we talking about? What world are we living in? What world are we living in where we want to suppress the good people? If people like Mama Soja are going through this, even if they had a shortcoming, if there was a document missing, at least investigate them. At least give them a fair and open hearing. At least go through their works. Do a background check on these people to know exactly what these people have been doing or what they are all about. And then you can make your ruling. Let the court, let the legal system do the ruling. They are being deprived of their human rights as well. They've been held without any hearing, without any formal charges. That's deprivation of their own human rights. You carry kids, vulnerable kids, and you bundle them up with prisoners. Keep them in a prison. What happened to a safe shelter for these kids? What happened? What happened? Misplaced priorities for some of our authorities. It's really sad. It's really sad. Please, you guys, please tag all my, if you know of any vlogger, tag this vlogger on my video. Share this video and tag vloggers. Tag everybody. Let's forget for once about this craziness happening in our community and come together on this particular cause. This is crazy. If they keep holding people like this, like Mama Soja and Papa Soja, we will end up in a community where we have so many people with the intention to help others, but for the fear of their lives or the risk they're putting themselves into, they're going to have a cold feet and people will suffer when there are people out there who are willing to help them. Peace, person, movement for life, I'm telling you. Please. I'll probably have a show again on Facebook about this. I'll have a show on Facebook about it again at some point. I don't know, maybe the weekend I will do another show on it. And hopefully we can get this going to Mom of Two Boys. Oh, my darling sis from another mom. Welcome, darling. It's been a while. Thank you so much. It's nice to see you. We need to push this message across, please. If you're following me on Facebook, I beg of you, Beehive Return, my darling sis, please share the post I have on Facebook. Anybody, first daughter of Konye, please share the post on Facebook. Share the post. Join people. Make this issue loud. Let it go viral. If we can talk about other issues, about artists dying, you know, fighting trivial things, this is something everybody needs to come and talk about. Yes, I've done a post on Facebook, Stainless, and I'm going to do a show also on Facebook. I don't understand why the Sudanese immigration let them through if they thought there was an issue. Abeche is the border town of Chad. Yes, that's where they're being held. Facebook will be good. Yes, I will do that. Okay, Stainless, thank you so much. I will do that. I will try and do it on Facebook as well. I will share this on Facebook, but I will also do a live show on Facebook. My Facebook account, what is your Facebook name? Is Annie Bella Bella. BI's Return. Says, drop my Facebook. It's okay, baby. I'm done. My Facebook name is Annie Bella Bella on Facebook. Let me drop it under the show. It's okay, Papa. I'm done. I'm done, honey. Okay? I'm done. It's okay, my love. It's okay. I'm done. You want the phone? I'll give you the phone then. Let me just drop this, okay? I'll do this and I'll give you the phone. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, God. Please. Please, let's share this. Make this go viral. That's my Facebook name, Stainless. If you check out Annie Bella Bella on Facebook, you will find the post. You will find me there. And you can share it. You can share the post. So for those of you who are just joining the show now, please. For those of you just joining the show now, please, I beg of you, go back and watch this show, please. Tata Mononodani, sis, I see you. Thank you so much for coming. First of all, say, all Cameroonian YouTubers, get up and vlog about this. I'm begging on all of them, everybody, the general overseer, Emma Class, Bafu Pikin, you're having a show today, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, Mommy asking for a friend. Everybody, who else? Please, everybody, people of goodwill, come out, drop your disunity. Mommy K, Diva Sheila, everybody, Princess Tyra, come out and talk about this. Lady Billionaire, any come out and talk about this. Dope Sierra, come out and talk about this. Who else? Who have I not called? Big Boutiques, come out and talk about this. Who else? Please drop the names. Drop the names. Remind me of all the Facebook people. Come out and talk about this. Big Siri, come out and talk about this. Who have I not called? Who have I not called? G-Unit Debunking. Come out and talk about this, please. This is very important. This is a crucial issue. People need to drop their differences. There are certain causes that bring people together. There are certain causes that make people look at things in broader perspective. Drop it. Let's come together. This is a serious situation. This is a serious situation. Hot box. Thank you so much, First Daughter of Kanye. Drop it. Let's come together as a people. This is a sister and a brother trying to save thousands of lives who is held in captivity. And it's not given a fair chance for a hearing. Let's talk about this. Share it with your people. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Facebook. Talk about it. Talk about it on your channel. Even if you have to just give 10 or 15 minutes of your show time to talk about this, please. The General Overseer, please. They are based in Sudan, but they are Cameroonians. Auntie Irene has been out of the country for a long time. but she's been doing her humanitarian work in Sudan. But she's a Cameroonian. Or Mama Soldier, as she's popularly known. Everybody, Mama Atalaku was on the case. She was talking. I really applaud her. Mama Atalaku was talking about it today on her show, which is great. We need more platforms to come together to talk about it. Causes like this bring people together. Please, if you haven't watched this, please watch it from the beginning so you can get a full understanding of it. So when you're talking about the story, you can explain it better to people so people can have, you know, a better understanding. Yes, I've already called Mommy asking for a friend to talk about it. Sister Zion Efret. Sister Zion Efret. Please. So I really want to thank everybody. I'm just going to rush out now. I need to take the co-host on a play date. So I'm going to dash out. I just wanted to do this show to draw some awareness to it. So please, I want to thank everybody who has actually shared the post. Dolores Kisco, thank you so much for coming, darling, even though you're coming, we're closing up. Thank you so much, Big Sis Amanan Kelly. Thank you so much. I see all the fantastic write-ups you're doing. I see the things you do. These are the sort of things you call societal attention towards. It's really good. So thank you so much. I appreciate the fact that you've taken your time to share the post. Hopefully we can get some sort of resolution with regards to this case. So thank you to every single person. Thank you all so very much for taking your time to come and hear me talk about this issue. Please keep talking about it. First Daughter of Konya, thank you so much for your contribution. Please keep your Mama Soldier, Papa Soldier in your prayers, and the kids, their parents, keep them in your prayers, that they will stay strong, and that this is not going to put off Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier from doing the great work that God has actually called them to do in our community, in our society. We pray for many more people like this. People like this are very rare to find. And so when we have such a rare gem, we need to protect them. We need to talk about them. This is our own Mobat situation here. Let's talk about it. Let's sing it out there. Let's sing it out there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Please keep them in your prayers. Thank you all. I'm going to love you all and leave you. I'm sure I will see some of you on Facebook because I'm going to take it on Facebook. I'm going to talk about it on Facebook as well because I know not everybody who's watching me on YouTube is actually following me on Facebook. So I'll do that there as well. So thank you all so much. Evia Clarence, Big Sis Amanankele, First Daughter of Konye, Easter to Remember, Mom of Two Boys, Stainless, Dolores Kisco, Visionary Star TV, Tata Monono, Shireen's Kitchen, Big Sis, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Peace Person, my mama for life, thank you so much. Just Babe, my darling Big Sis, thank you so much. Dr. Opo I, thank you so much. I Don't Go Lily Returns, thank you so much, Big Sis. MG, thank you, darling sis. I appreciate you so much for coming. Queen Bridget, thank you so much. Hot Boss Las Coco, thank you. The Woman King, thank you all so much, my fellow supporters. The ones watching me from the background, I appreciate you all, and I know you will take the appropriate channel. Please, please, please get to work, share the link, contact the Chadian authorities in your country where you're based, talk about the story. The organization is called Captive Warrior Rescuers. It's on Facebook. You can go there and see the wonderful works they've been doing for over the years. Captive Warrior Rescuers. If you should forget, it's on my caption. It's there on my thumbnail. It's there in the description box. That's the name of the organization. They are popularly known as Mama Soldier and Papa Soldier. That's what they're popularly known as. So thank you all once more. Hopefully my colleagues will join me in this cry for help so that we can make our voice even louder out there. Thank you. God bless you all so much. Goodbye, everybody. Bye for now.